Hi. So this noon I'm gonna read the chapter in the Gnostic Gospel. So I believe this story. So if you want to believe or not, it's up to you. But whether you believe or not, the story is very interesting, and it also in parallel with the verse in the Quran. So let me read to you. If you have the Gospel of Barnabas, it's on page 280. I think I will read this very interesting narrative up to one to about 3 pages. So it will take some time. So bear with me. Okay, guys. Chapter 2:18. Then returned each man to his house who has read who read mean this is Barnabas. He who reads with John and James his brother. So there's also evidence there. James his brother. So James is the brother of Jesus. Went to the mother of Jesus to Nazareth. Those disciples who did not fear God went by the night and stole the body of Judas and hid it. So in this Gnostic Bible, the person on the cross is Judas. So those disciples did not fear God, so some of the followers of Jesus went by the night, stole the body of Judas and hid it, and spreading a report that Jesus was risen again. Hence great confusion arose. The high priest then commanded under pain of anathema that no one should talk Jesus of Nazareth. And so there arose a great persecution, and many were stoned, many beaten, and many banished from the land because they could not hold their peace on such a matter. The news reached Nazareth how that Jesus, their fellow citizen, having died on the cross, was risen again, whereupon he that writes pray the mother of Jesus that she would be pleased to leave off weeping, because her son was risen again. Hearing this, the Virgin Mary weeping said, let us go to Jerusalem to find my son. I shall die content when I have seen him. The Virgin Mary, returned to Jerusalem with him who writes, and James and John, on the day on which the decree of the high priest went forth. Whereupon the virgin who feared God, albeit she knew the decree of high priest to be unjust, commanded those who dwelt with her to forget her son. Then how each one was affected, God who discerned the heart of man, know between the grief and death of Judas, whom we believe to be Jesus our Master, and desire to see him raise again, we, with the mother of Jesus, were consumed. So the angels that were guidance of Mary ascended to the third heaven. When Jesus was in the company of angels, recounted all to him. Wherefore Jesus prayed to God that he would give him power to see his mother and his disciple. Then the merciful of God commanded his four favorite angels. So these four favorite angels, Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, and Uriel, to bear Jesus into his mother's house, and there keep watch over him for 3 days continually, suffering him only to be seen by them that they believe in his doctrine. Jesus came surrounded with splendor to the room where abode Mary the Virgin with her two sisters, Martha. So Mary had two sisters, and then Martha is and Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene Jesus was Jesus' wife, and Martha was his sister-in-law, still young, and Lazarus. So Lazarus is also brother-in-law of Jesus, and him who writes John, James, brother of Jesus, and Peter. So only these people. So Mary with two sisters, 3, and Martha, Mary Magdalene, Lazarus, 6, and then another 3, John, James, and Peter. So 9 people, the witness seeing that Jesus were alive. Whereupon through fear they fell as dead, and Jesus lifted his mother and the others from the ground, saying, Fear not, for I am Jesus, and weep not, for I am alive, not dead. They remained everyone for a long time beside himself at the presence of Jesus, for they altogether believed that Jesus was dead. Then the Virgin Mary, weeping, said, Tell me, my son, wherefore God, having given thee power to raise the dead, suffer thee to die, to the shame of kinsfolk and friends, and to the shame of thy doctrine. Everyone that loved thee has been as dead. So the next chapter is Jesus' reply. Jesus replied, embracing his mother, Believe me, mother, for verily I say to thee that I have not been dead at all. For God has reserved me till near the end of the world. And having said this, he prayed the 4 angels that would manifest themselves and give testimony how the matter had passed. Whereupon the angel manifested themselves like 4 shining sun, inasmuch that through fear everyone again fell down as dead. Then Jesus gave 4 linen cloths to the angel that they might cover themselves, in order that they might be seen and heard to speak by his mother and her companions. And having lifted up each one, he comforted them, saying, "These are the ministers of God, Gabriel, who announced God's secret, Michael, it fight against God's enemies, Raphael, who received the soul from them that die, Uriel, who called everyone to the judgment of God at the last day." Then the fourth angel narrated to the virgin how God had sent Jesus, and he had transformed Judas, that he might suffer the punishment which he had sold another. Then said, "Who write? O Barnabas, O Master." So the one that write is Barnabas. "O Master, is it lawful for me to question thee now, as it was lawful for me when thou dwelst with us?" Jesus answered, "Ask what you please, Barnabas, and I will answer thee." Then said he who write, "O Master, seeing that God is merciful, wherefore he so tormented us, making us to believe thou wert dead, and thy mother has so wept for thee that he has been she has been nigh to death. And thou who art an holy one of God, and thee has God suffered to fall the calumny that thou wert slain among the robbers on the Mount Calvary." Jesus answered, "Believe me, Barnabas, that every sin, however small it be, God punished with great punishment, seeing that God is offended at sin. Wherefore, since my mother and my faithful disciples that were with me loved me a little with earthly love, the righteous of God has will to punish this love with the present grief, in order it may not be punished in the flames of hell. And though I have been innocent in the world, since men have called me God and Son of God, in order that I be not mocked of the demons on the day of judgment, has willed that I be mocked of men in this world by the death of Judas, making all men to believe that I died upon the cross." And this mocking shall continue until the advent of Muhammad, the messenger of God, who, when he shall come, shall reveal this deception to those who believe in God's law. Having thus spoken, Jesus said, "Thou art just, O Lord, our God, because thee only belong to the honor and glory without end." Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy the story. Thank you for listening.